Hello and welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored for the last time this season by W Energy Drinks, Drinks for Gamers, and EAC Eldridge Air Conditioning. Thank you so much for your support this time around. Hopefully we can sign up and have another season with yourselves. That'll be grand. So, well, we've made it and we've reached the final round of our League 2 Sunday Championship, and what a finale. An Enduro around the famous Nordschleife 24-hour road course. Winds its way through the Eiffel Mountains in Germany, approximately 15 miles long with over 100 corners. This is a true test for any driver and machine. So these boys are really going to be on it. There's only 6 laps of course round here, being that it's such a long circuit. This one is basically the GP circuit and the Nordschleife bolted on together to make that 24-hour course. So as I say, 6 laps around here. There will be a pit stop required, and that's purely going to be for tyres, and no regulations on tyres, so they can put whatever they like on. They can put the same compound on as well, racing compound on as well if they wish. So if they're on a soft tyre, they can come in and put a soft on again. So no limit to what you put on when you stop. So let's get on with this one then, and let's just take you through the top 5 in the championship going into this final round. And well, it's all really close after Brian Moncani's great round last time out, or a couple that he's had so far. It's got him pushed himself up to top spot on 267 points, but he's joint top now with Dyson, who's made his way up to second, joint first, if you like, on 267. So absolutely nothing between Brian Moncani and Dyson. Then up to third is Motorstorm Hero on 247, so only 20 points behind in third. Then we've got Cherry Bomb in fourth on 232, still in it as well, and Brian the Mechanic in fifth on 225, who's still in it as well in regard to that third spot. So all still to play for on that top 5. So I'll give you the standings at the end, but we'd best get on with this race now and let's get it underway. So we'll go through the grid going into this one, and it is our championship leader in pole position, Brian Moncani. Dyson in second, Brian the Mechanic in third, Brownie in fourth, Captain Slow in fifth, Jabba sixth, Bloomfield in seventh, Ruthless in eighth, Kebab Man in ninth, Idle Gaming in 10th, and Benzo in 11th. So 11 cars, 11 drivers. Let's get this underway. Here we go. Head down now to that really tight right-hander, Sadie's corner, for the first time, before you have to shoot off to the left. A really quick couple of hairpins here. So this first one here is a right-hander, then you shoot off to the left around onto the GP course, all around there. All Bryce made a mistake and he's off. Brian the Mechanic, let's have a look, let's see where he is. He's right at the back in 11th, of course. Let's see what happened there. I think he just come round of him. Let's have another quick look. He was going to attack Dyson in second, wasn't he? Well, he's there in third. Just apply too much pressure. Yeah, just put the power on, and that was that. And I think enough said about them cars through this championship. We know exactly what they're about now, don't we? So Brian Moncani under attack from Dyson. Our top 2 in the table, our top 2 at the track here, and they are going for it. They really are. These are fighting it out, duking it out for the title here, along with the others, of course, but these are the main protagonists there at the top. Dyson decides to go up the outside now through the Schumacher S's for the first time. Didn't get it done, so remains in second, just sitting behind behind Brian Moncani. Now, of course, such a long track, there's no need to really push too hard to start with. You've got a long way to go. This is Enduro, remember, so even though it's 6 laps, you're looking at probably an 8-minute lap, round about that. So Still going to be a lot of driving to be done yet. Oh, and Dyson nearly gets it, just touches that curb. Almost got it wrong, didn't he? Through there, and it's just slowed him off a little bit. Brian Moncani then leading it. Then we've got Ruthless up to third. So already Ruthless is there in third. Great there from Ruthless. Bloomfield fourth. So good to see Ruthless, and thanks for the videos again, Ruthless. And he's pushing hard there in third spot, being chased by Bloomfield in fourth, Idle Gaming in fifth. Then we got Kebab Man sixth, Brian the Mechanic in seventh, not where Brian wanted to be. Brownie in eighth, Benzo in ninth, Captain Slow in 10th, and Jabba in 11th. Now, interestingly, and I've just noticed it actually, that we have actually got two of our drivers at the top 5 that aren't actually here. Got Motorstorm Hero, who's third in that championship. Cherry Bomb, who's fourth. So Brian Mechanic's got a good opportunity to try and get himself up. It's fifth at the moment, but he can probably grab a few spots here, or a couple of spots here, and possibly get himself onto that third in the championship in the end. Let's see. But these two, look at this as they come through now to the Nordschleife section now, of course. And this right-hander, full power now through these kind of S's, but it's just straight line them all the way through really, and they're not really S's, it's just straight all the way through here, side by side, as they come up to the braking zone. Just a little lift off, breakdown now, in hard braking around this right left section. This is a road course, public road as well, that you can actually drive your own car around actually if you want to pay. It's very cheap. I don't know what it is now. It's probably gone up a little bit since I last looked, but probably only in English money, probably 20 notes, £20. Might be a bit more than that, whatever, but it's cheap anyway. But of course, you are risking your own car to it. But anyway, back to the race, and Brian the Mechanic up the sixth, chasing down Kebab Man here. Some of these drivers will love it around here, others not so. But the fact of the matter is, it's an absolute car killer, especially if you get it wrong. And Brian the Mechanic quicker through there. When there was that little tag on the back, and it's okay, he just quite catch him. I don't think he just he almost went into the back of the rear-ended Kebab Man, but it didn't quite touch him. Just managed to get the car stopped. Dyson has taken that lead now from Brian Moncani, who's fell right away back here, hasn't he? So what happened to Brian then? He's in second, but where did that move get done? It's before then, wasn't it? So not sure, but Robinson's away anyway. I think perhaps Brian had a little moment somewhere that we missed. Ruthless in third place, looking really good. Ruthless, he's leaving the others behind. They're all battling, having this. Look at this battle at the back here between Kebab Man, Brian the Mechanic, and Idle 4 Gaming. They're all having their own private battle. Ruthless is saying, I'm not having none of that, I'm going to clear off, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to go with the leaders, but they're some way up the road at the minute. Expect the tyres probably to last around 3 laps, so halfway through the race itself. I'd start to expect to see drivers coming in. So fuel should be alright, you shouldn't have to worry about putting any fuel in. Depends on how much you drag it, I suppose, and how much fuel you do use, but you should be okay for the duration of the race. It's just a tyre that's not going to last as they come through the carousel. Tricky corner, this one. Especially I'd imagine in these cars, got to be really, really patient and careful through there. Let's see if any of them make a mistake. If the car decides to do other things, it's all through there, okay. Brian the Mechanic up to fifth now, still chasing down Kebab Man. He can't get past him yet, can he, Kebab Man? Strong showing from him at the moment, but Brian now attacking, but he's not going to go around the outside there. As you can see, really, really tight, twisty. Oh, Brian for the second time has lost it. He's then going to lose that one spot, though, I think, to idle 4, which he does. He's back to 6th, but rear and front damage, though. So it's going to slow him up a little bit. Might allow Brownie to catch up, although I think he's a little bit behind at the moment. But a little mistake from Brian was pushing hard there. Just when I was saying about how tight the track is for passing, he goes and bins it. Oh, and again, idle 4, and Brian's followed him. Oh, that's a bit messy there. So let's just go back and see what happened. I think idle 4 game, he just got his braking wrong. Brian, the mechanic, just followed him. Actually, he came off worse again. So idle 4 through this left right. Oh, he took a low curb. Idle 4, that threw him off. Brian, the mechanic, followed him, and then idle 4 managed obviously to get it going again in a straight line, but Brian, the mechanic's stuck. And that's twice. 3 times now, actually, and there's Brownie. So Brownie's now thinking, hello, we'll have a little bit of this, but then he makes a mistake and runs it off onto the gravel. Now it's getting excited seeing Brian, the mechanic, getting a little bit closer to him, I reckon. So he made his own little mistake, didn't he, Brownie, there? But still in 7th place. I'm not going to even attempt to say all the corner names here. It's 1, I don't know what they are, all of them, and 2, if I did, can't talk German, so if I did try to say them, they'd probably sound completely wrong, so I might bother just do the couple that I do know. So we'll see Brian now. This is the back straight, the long straight, coming to the end of the lap now. So that is will be your lap of the Nordschleife 24 hour. Dyson looking strong at this rate. Brian McCartney's going to find it hard to catch him unless Dyson makes a mistake somewhere, but joint points. So if it stays like this, Dyson will clinch that championship. Not by a lot, but it'll be enough. Brian coming in 2nd, but as I say, only about to start lap 2, so still a long way to go in this race. Brian will know that as well, and of course still got that stop as well, so just never know what's ahead of us at the moment. Ruthless there in 3rd, and he's looking good. He's not that far behind either, is he, really? You can see Brian in his sights. Brian's down at turns 2 and 3 now. There's Brian just ahead of him through. Yes, there's Ruthless, so there's your gap, and then he's got a lovely gap back then too. Idle 4 game in, who's just coming down the start of finish now into turn 1, Mercedes corner, and quick flip-flop into the left-hander. Really careful through there. Ease it through and then power on. Brian the mechanic in 5th. Brownie in 6th. Let's go through this field. So he has got past the bad man in 7th. He's just gone back there now with Jabba in 8th. Benzo in 9th. Bloomfield is back there now in 10th. So he's had some drama somewhere because he was about 4th the last time we come to him, I think. So 4th or 5th, I think it was. So yeah, he's had some things going on there since, hasn't he? Clearly, Captain Slow in 11th. Just coming round that turn 2 and out the other side. So yeah, quite a few cars actually missing here, isn't there, for drivers and cars? As I said, it's a car killer around here, so maybe a lot of them drivers just hasn't managed to, had some issues with the cars and haven't managed to get around the garage in time, having to miss the race. But Dyson, he was never going to miss it, was he? Being up there at the top of the championship with Brian, it was no way was he ever going to miss that. He was making sure the car was working perfectly for this round along with Brian. Let's go on board. In fact, let's go on the passenger seats with our leader Dyson. won't go the full circuit on board, but you can have a look at a little bit of it here on the Nordschleife section. Through this next left-hander really quick, but you've got to be careful. The car can fly off to the right-hand side. Control it round this right-hander and then out through these S's that are straight line really. As you see, he's just going to keep it there and go all the way pretty much straight through them. Up the top of the hill, off to the left, little lift of the brake, down the gear, and now down a couple of gears to third, to second, into this next left-hander. He's gone up to third now, through the other side and out to this next left-hander, double left-hander really. This first one here again can run it off right to the right there and off onto the grass just there if you're not careful. Then this tighter left-hander through to this right-hander, down to this tighter right-hander now. Almost a hairpin corner, lovely corner. You get this one right, it really flows through there. Take the curb on the left now. This next tricky little kink here. This you've got to just lift a little bit, just to allow the car to settle, and then through to this tight hairpin corner. The left-hander right away, probably down to first gear, and through to second, third, fourth. So there's a little section of Nordschleife. That's what it looks like from on board. There's Brian Moncani, second place man. Ruthless still there in third. So really good to see Ruthless up here. Normally you don't see a lot of Enduro, but he's here up there in the podium spot as well. If he can get himself a podium, that'd be a really good achievement for him. Clearly likes this circuit. Right now it's got past idle 4, it's up to 4th. See if we can find the move. Well, actually he was off, wasn't he? So there's 4th there. So actually no, he'd already passed idle 4 gaming, so he'd actually just been off. Let's see if we can find the off then from Brian. So he's having a bit of a mare at the moment, isn't he, Brian? He's had more time off the circuit. Yeah, just run it wide, and again it's the curb. Yeah, not too bad. Just slowed his momentum really, but now he's going to have idle 4 right up his jack. See, there he is. So he's idle 4 game. He's going to be looking to see if he can get past on here. If he can, just after this right-hander, it sort of straightens out a little bit, and there is passing opportunities if you can get yourself on the slipstream here now. A long section. It's not straight, it's windy, but certainly a passing place if you can get yourself in a passing position, of course. Well, the mechanic just looks like he's regained a little bit of pace there. So he's not going to do it this time. He's idle 4 game, and he'll remain in 5th behind Brian 4th, Badman in 6th. Jabber 7th, Winfield 8th, 3-second penalty now. Where did he get a 3-second penalty? Now, I thought you only got 3-second penalties if you in a pit lane. So 3 seconds now, that a built up of several, I don't think it is, I think, well, it could be a build up of several 1-second penalties to make the 3. Anyway, we're just surmising, so whatever it was, he's got 3 seconds, so it's not really going to alter things from where he is. Brownlee's there behind him. Might lose a bit of time to him. I think the penalty zone actually is back straight, so possibly might lose a place. Brownfield, who knows? Benzo in 10th, Captain Slow in 11th, so 2 lucky strike cars, 10th and 11th at this point. Dyson out the top. It can be quite a lonely race in the end. If you're on your own a bit like this, everyone's sort of settled out a little bit. There's not any real battles going on. I suppose the closest one probably is Brian the Mechanic and Idle 4 Gaming. Let's see how they're getting on, but I think even that's Oh, idle 4, I think he'd done the same thing. That's what he'd done before, wasn't it? Just got that wrong, maybe caught that curve again. So 5th for him, but as I say, it can be a very lonely race, this. I guess it doesn't really matter, you don't really care if you're out in front. You'd rather have it on your own than having someone chasing you down, trying to get past you at every corner, forcing you into mistakes. So this way at least you can just run your lines, get your braking points, and almost just treat it like quali laps, really. No pressure whatsoever from around him. Brian's not even in sight. Is he behind? There he is. That's the gap that Dyson's got. Where's Brian now? Just coming onto the back straight. You'll probably see a dot right up in the horizon. That's Dyson. Let's go back to him. You'll probably see the dot. There he is. There he is, Brian. So there is your gap. Massive lead now. There's Dyson coming now to complete lap 2. Coming to the end of it now. So into lap 3 and what will be kind of halfway through the race. Expect to start seeing at the end of this next lap, maybe he might get another lap out of those tyres, possibly, we'll see. But start of lap 3 it is for him. So Dyson. .8:16.0 is the lap time at the moment. So I'd say about 8 minutes. So it's a little bit longer than that for these cars and these drivers, but still 8 minutes, pretty much. Barney has actually got those little eyelashes on the front of his car, hasn't he? Which is a nice little added touch. He hasn't had all this season. Maybe just a special livery for this final round here at Nordschleife. Although I'm quite sure what the significance is. Maybe there isn't. Perhaps he just fancies up putting eyelashes on there. But here you go. Maybe his car is his woman, who knows? Maybe that is the love of his life. But it's not done too bad for him, has it? Over the course of this championship, got better as it went through, and then really almost got to the max here at the end of the championship, and it's come to fruition, hasn't it? Although he might just lose out right at the final hurdle here if it stays like it is. Some achievement still to finish second, and of course it will get you that promotion into League One if it does stay where he is. Ruthless still in third, so still looking really good there for Ruthless. Nice bit of track that as well, really nice through there. Tricky cambered corner, this left-hander. Got to be careful it don't throw you into that wall on the right-hand side there. For anyone who didn't know, I do track guides here on my channel, which hopefully can be of help for people that might need them. Probably the best way, because I've done several. Obviously I have done this one, but I didn't do it for this particular round, but I've done it previously. But obviously just hit the search button on my channel and just put the word track in, or guide, something like that, and it will pick out all the track guides that I've done since I started doing them. So you can probably pick and choose and see which ones you want. I haven't done them all, of course, but there will be more added to it as I go. But as anybody did need a little refresher at any point, that's where they're at. Brian Mechanic in fourth. Looks like he's got himself away now from Idle 4 Gaming in fifth. Brian Mechanic finally looks like he's managed to keep himself off the curbs. Of course, he is the man who can benefit from the fact that Motorstorm Hero and both Cherry Bomb and Motorstorm Hero are not here in this round, so he's got more reason to try and get as high as he possibly can. Before Gaming in fifth. a long time out. Mid-season, did oval gaming, came back and really hasn't done that much racing then actually in this car. So it's like he'll probably remain in League Two for another season at least. But certainly we know he's got the pace to be up there fighting, and I'm sure had he not had that little kind of mid-season break, if you like, it's I'm sure he would have been up there in those promotion spots. Bad man in 6th place. It's like he quite fancies this round here too. Tyres don't actually look that bad, do they, after 3 laps? And when we done it, all right, we're in different car, of course, which of course makes a difference, but our tyres were worse than what these are looking at the moment after 3 laps. But let's just go to our leader. There's our leader. Have a look. Yeah, see, tyres are looking pretty good. I mean, he's got time obviously to come in and get changed and not get taken, Dyson, if he really wanted to get a fresh rubber on there. But if I'm honest, we've still got a little way to go here on this lap. But I mean, he could, if he wanted to, probably go another lap there without having to worry about it. So we'll see anyway. So Dyson is in the lead. Now he's got the old Brian the Mechanic speciality going with the window wiper there, the going off. So we are not expecting any rain. He goes into some sort of trance when that's going in front of him. Maybe that's what gives him this focus. Oh, and that's not focused, is it? No, he got away with that one big time, didn't he? And what happened there? Was that just a little? Was it the back end? Did he catch the curb? Took a bit of a curve there, didn't he? But it wasn't there. And now it's the back end just coming round. He managed to just about gather it up. Did hit that barrier, got front damage, but let's lose him a little. It will lose him a little bit of time, but nothing too bad there for Dyson. Brian wouldn't have seen that. So you can't see Dyson at the moment. There's several corners ahead of him at the moment, but had he seen it, I'm sure Brian's eyes would have lit up a little bit there, but that's how easy it is to make a mistake. So even though Dyson is in front with a nice lead at the moment, it'll take a lot to get it wrong. Suddenly that lead might not be a lead anymore. So maybe he will come in for tyres. Maybe it's just starting to have a small effect on how the car handles. It's looking a little bit more out of shape than what he was previously. He could just be pushing really hard, but he's down on time. So, having said that, he did make that mistake, which is why he's down on time, I guess. But he's still pushing. The car does seem to be a lot more squirrely, doesn't it? Back end just wants to keep wanting to come out all the time. Horrible corner again through the mini carousel there. Kind of lifts the front of the car up. Got to be very careful on the exit of that corner. See how Brian gets on. Just coming up to it soon. And this next left-hander. And then the next one is the mini carousel. Horrible camber in the inside. So the wheels lift off the ground. 2 of them. You kind of just got to try and get the car back on all 4s again. So now I head along the straight for the 3rd time. There's Ruthless, and actually Brian the Mechanic is catching Ruthless. So actually Brian Mechanic clearly getting a feel of it now, isn't he? There he is, there's a gap. So Ruthless could actually now just lose touch with that 3rd place. Now, did Ruthless make a mistake? Possibly. But that's what it is. Brian the Mechanic knocking out fastest sector, so he's obviously clearly picked up the pace, hasn't he? So will he beat Dyson's fastest lap? Assuming he doesn't come in, of course. Dyson, our leader, is in, so he has decided that enough's enough on those tyres. did say around halfway, 3-4 laps, I would imagine cars will start coming in, but I just wanted to just stay with Brian the mechanic at this stage, just to see if he does get a faster lap. If he doesn't come in, Brian's also come in, so top two are in. So we're going to be following suit here. I think you'll probably find they all will. Oh, and that's not going to be our fastest lap now, but it's, oh, he wanted to come in, he's missed the pit lane, he's going to have to carry on. Oh, disaster for Brian the mechanic. Well, Ruthless has gone up to second. Dyson's come out back in the lead anyway. Brian's still sitting in there. He's going to lose third place to Brian the mechanic, but Brian now has got to go a whole complete lap of it again because he had that mistake. He wanted to come into pit lane. Let's just go back and have a look and see what actually did happen to Brian the mechanic, shall we? It's just the aftermath of it, wasn't it? Let's have a look coming through this last twisty part. It was just there, wasn't it? Caught the curb and he wanted to come across. Look, he's trying to dive in and lucky he didn't catch the barrier. Kept it going out on the gravel and that was that. So, little mistake from Bright. He's going to be absolutely cursing himself at the moment, thinking he's going to have to come round again now. Might work in his favour though, of course he's up to third, so icing on fresh rubber. As I say, no fuel needed, just the change of tyres. Ruthless to second, he didn't come in of course. But, oh, and I've just seen Brian in the background again, has lost it, so he's just lost that third place. Just see him in the background, facing the other way. So he's third at this point, and there's Brian Moncani, who he took while he was in pit lane, and oh, and that's the curb combined with the back end coming round, and that's fourth place for Brian the mechanic. So, well, had he managed to get into pit lane, had he changed his tyres, that probably may not have happened. But is that for things to come in this lap for Brian the mechanic? Who knows? Well, the other Bright, Moncani, as we see Jabber in as well. Well, the other guys haven't come in, to be fair. They have stayed out for another lap. So, Brian Moncani has got himself back up to third. Now, obviously, he's lost that place to Ruthless, but he hasn't come in. So he's going to have to come in anyway at some point. I imagine it'll be the end of this lap for Ruthless. Should allow Brian to get that second place back. Really interesting to see where Brian the mechanic might be by the time he gets to the end of this lap. Based on what we just see. So can he make it round? Won't he make it round? Sounds like he's just trying to kind of feather it through a lot of these corners now. Just don't want to give it too much because he knows what's going to happen otherwise. So Brian the mechanic, I think he's going to have to try and ease his way around this lap. It's not going to help in terms of catching these boys, but Bright Moncani has got past Ruthless, and there's the pass. There he is in third. It's going to take him here. Ruthless. Oh, he gets himself on the grass. I think it was just trying to get out of the way, actually, Ruthless. So back to third he goes, with Brian Moncani up to second. So back where he was now. All about what he can do about chasing Dyson. So here we go, top two on track, top two in the championship are still there. Dyson still got a lovely lead, but then Brian Moncani, where is he? Yes, still quite a way behind at the moment. He's got to come around this right-hander. Dyson's already through. The S's just going through them now, so a bit of a gap there, back to Brian. They know they can go all the way to the end now, not have to worry about anything. Just got to focus on going forward. Oh, Dyson is still pushing. pushing really hard. Just got to let the track come to you. Cannot force it. Not around here. Otherwise you'll be up in that bank with those stewards if you force it too much. He's still got that fastest lap. No one's beaten it yet. The 8:16.0. So let's get through this field now that we've had the stops come into play, and see where everybody is. So Dyson, we know, is the leader. Brian Moncani in second. Ruthless still in third. Still got to come in, of course. Ryder Mechanic in fourth. Got to come in as well. Batman in fifth. So he actually might gain a couple of spots by the time the boys in front come in next time. So he could actually find himself on the podium if he can continue here. Idle 4 in 6th place. Jabber 7th. Bloomfield in 8th. We've got Brownie in 9th. Benzo 10th. Captain Slow in 11th, so still 10th and 11th for the Lucky Strike drivers. Right then. He's now got Ruthless in his sights. Actually, Ruthless is attacking Brian Moncani again, so this is back on up here, isn't it? Between second and third. That must be, Ruthless must be quick through that bit, because Brian got past him. Kind of got away a bit, didn't he? But Ruthless has battled back and he's fought back, and he's trying to get that second place back. This is more like it. This is what we want to see from Ruthless, and he's finally living up to his name. We like to see a little bit of determination and grit. Now, is he going to be Ruthless, and is he going to get past Brian ahead of him? This is allowing Brian the Mechanic, of course, to close in all the time. These are fighting each other. Not what Brian Moncani wanted to see, and he didn't. He don't need someone hassling him from behind either. Not when he's trying to chase down our leader, but I think our leader is well and truly gone now, Dyson. I don't think there's anybody going to catch him. And we've still got a long way to go. 2.5 laps still, which is a lot in terms of miles, but Brian would have hoped he could have got away from Ruthless. All he needed to worry about was catching Dyson, but he's got more to worry about keeping Ruthless behind him at the moment, and Brian, because there's Brian. He's on Brian, the Mechanic. That is, he's there as well. There they go. So 2 cars will become 3 in a minute. Well, at least at the end of this lap anyway, until Ruthless and Brian the Mechanic come in. But Ruthless determined to get second place back before the end of the lap, and he might do if he gets himself set up nicely along the back straight. Gets himself in the slip. He might get that second place back, but it won't be for very long, will it? Oh, I thought I see Brian. I thought I see Brian the Mechanic quick flash in the background. He was chasing him down, wasn't he? And was it the mini carousel that threw him off? Yes, it was. Maybe a little bit of glitching as well. Didn't help, but I think he'll be all right. Kebab Man is some way back at the moment. He'll be right in fourth. Ruthless, we've got to go back to this one. We'll be setting up Brian Moncani along the back straight now. Here we go. The move could be on. It's going to be, if he does make it, probably going to be a short-lived position change, but make him feel better for it anyway. that's assuming he comes in. I mean, he doesn't have to come in at the end of this one. He can go for another lap if he wishes, as long as he's got to come in, and he does. There you go, Slipstream City, and past him on the outside goes Ruthless. He can't go to the side through this next bit, although Brian McCartney's not having any of it, is he? And actually, Brian set himself up nicely. Yeah, he did stay there, and he goes on around the outside. Yes, he does. So good driving, good clean driving too from them two. Ruthless going to peel off now, go into pit lane. There he goes. So Brian, size, big bit of relief there as Brian, the mechanic in the background, finally makes it into pit lane. A lap too late, but gets there. So Brian now can concentrate on Dyson. He's got no worries about anybody else behind him. So what about Kebabman? What's happening with him now? He's coming to the end of the lap now. You've got Rufus and Brian in the pit lane, third and fourth place. Now, is he too far back? Can he? Mind you, having said that, I think he's got to come in too. Yes, doesn't make any difference, is it? Idle 4 Gaming also got to come in. So a lot of these boys here in the midfield, none of them have been in. And then we've got Bloomfield up to 7th now. He's got past Jabba in 8th. Jabba do? Is he going to be close enough for a move? Similar to what Ruthless just done. Or attempted anyway. He attempted it, didn't he? Brownie in 9th. Jabba's not close enough at the moment. So Bloomfield will remain in 7th. So they head up that back straight to complete lap 4. These have all been in, so they can go to the end as well. He also, in 9th, has also been in. Captain Slow is now taking his teammates, gone up to 10th place from Benzo in 11th, but these have all come in, so all fine. Benzo's had a drama somewhere, he's got rear damage, so that's why he's back to 11th. Tyson, first, still, penultimate lap now, lap 5 of 6. Brian Mulcahy second. Ruthless did come out back into 3rd place, so didn't lose anything there. Brian Mechanic came in with him, didn't he? But Brian's come out in 4th place, so they're as they were before they went in. Batman in 5th place, also came in, didn't he? So he's still in 5th place. Idle 4 in 6th, so nothing changes at all anywhere along this through this field. So not much action going on really at the moment in terms of close battles, but it's just how the circuit is. Not really have close battles because it's so tight and twisty that you can't really. There's only a couple of places, obviously the back straight being one of them, where you've got an opportunity to pull a clean pass. Other than that, really, pass has got to be absolutely spot on to make it stick and work, not only for yourself but for the other driver. So sometimes it's a bit one line around here, with, as I say, the exception of a couple of areas that are passing opportunities. But Dyson, he's not got away back near that, has he? Because he's off on his own out in front, so he don't need to worry about whether he's got to pass someone. And he's half a second up on his time, which still is the fastest time. So half a second at this point, still a long way to go, but let's see what he does at the next sector, which is around the top here on the right-hander. So come round here to this next right-hander, and then the next timing point's just after this corner, out now somewhere. He is still up nearly 6/10 now, so he's almost pulled another 10th there in one sector for Dyson. Imagine he'll still be up through the next sector. There's It's just a straight line, full speed along here. You can't really lose any time along there, if I'm honest. Yeah, he's up by 1.1 now. So made up another, probably another half a second now along that straight. So really going for it now, and he's leaving Brian Moncani for dead at the moment. See if Brian's up on time. It now, we'll see. But he's, yeah, well, up on his personal best. He's not the fastest, up by a couple of tenths there. Ruthless still looking good in third. Mechanic. Oh, I thought for a second when we see a load of grass, I thought, oh, is he facing the other way again? Oh, and he nearly did. He's just trying too hard, is Brian the mechanic. He's just really, really pushing hard. But I think he's going to have to just, the way it's going, keep that fourth place. I mean, not too sure how far ahead of Ruthless he is. Where is he now? Brian the mechanic is coming through. Okay, yeah, he's coming through that section, the left and the right. Ruthless, yeah, there's a couple of corners ahead of him, so not a massive gap actually from Ruthless back to Brian. So it's still possible for Brian to catch him, obviously. We've still got a whole lap to go, of course, but oh, there is a yellow flag. What's the yellow flag for? Oh, it's got to be Ruthless. And there you go. So he didn't need to worry about it in the end, did he, Brian the mechanic, because Ruthless just give it to him. What happened? Oh, and that was just caught, I think the back end just caught the top of the curb. And you're going to see Brian go past there. Ruthless is back to fourth. So little mistake, probably the first mistake we've seen from Ruthless actually. He's been very clean, he's been very, very good. So the first tiny mistake there that he's made, and that's knocked him back to fourth place. So Brian then, the mechanic, has gone up to third. But you never know with Brian, the way things are going. Ruthless might get that place back. Not that far ahead of him, is he? But Brian just needs to calm down a little bit. He's on the podium place now. It's pretty much what he needed. Not going to catch Brian Moncani or Dyson unless something really drastic happens between now and the end. Brian now just coming up to the long straight for the penultimate time. Dyson's already through that and he's already over the start finish line. He's a long way ahead. He's got a massive lead as he now starts the final lap. Does get the fastest lap as well, an 8:11.5. So what was that? An 8:16. So he's 5 seconds there. Pretty much he's made up that one lap. So he means business, doesn't he, Brian? Dyson, I should say, really means business. Still up. So he's got this wrapped up no matter what happens. Even if he has a major off now, gets himself back up and running, Brian Moncani's not going to catch him. Brian is only just coming over the start or finish to start his final lap. Let's get his quickest time though, up by about 4 seconds quicker. His personal best. So Brian then second, Brian Moncani second. Just coming through turns 2 and 3, whereas Dyson is up through the Schumacher S's. He's almost about to start the Nordschleife section. Dyson still quickest sectors as well. So Brian mechanic, and Brian's off again, and we see it, and I think that's probably what he done in the first lap. Just give it too much on the power as he exited it, and it's like watching a replay, isn't it? Exactly the same, pretty much. Probably still got the same black lines from when he skidded out the first lap there. He's probably just followed those exactly the same, identical for Brian the mechanic. Ruthless looks to have dropped back a little bit in fourth place. So he has come in now, hasn't he? So that's probably why it's come in, done his stop. So he's not going to probably get Brian the mechanic now. That's where he's coming up to Schumacher S's, isn't he? Ruthless. Yeah, it's not that far behind, to be fair, but I can't see him catching Brian the mechanic now. Still be great if he can finish in fourth. Of course, the GP section, which is this first section, what these are on at the moment, is obviously slightly easier than the Nordschleife road course itself. So the mistakes are more likely to happen on that part of it than around here. But so never say never for Ruthless. You just never know. Guy's just about coming on to that part now. Yes, he is. Dyson Note, our leader. Still obviously way out in front. Still up on his time. We'll see once he gets through this next twisty section. It's just after this right-hander. Around about now somewhere. No, he isn't. He actually lost half a second this time round. But it doesn't really make any difference, does it? So least of his worries. Brian Moncani, he looks like he's really pushing on. Brian, see about him, because he looks quick at the moment. Trying all he can and everything he can to catch Dyson. Oh, he's way down as well, 1.5 seconds actually. So we could be looking at these guys finish at the moment. Brian Mechanic in third is where I want to see. I want to see who's on this third spot of the podium. Brian's obviously there at the moment, but Ruthless is a little bit of a way back in fourth, but he's not out of it yet, is he? So I think pretty much guaranteed that both Dyson and Brian Moncani are going to be promoted to League One for the next championship. Brian the mechanic, who was sitting down in 5th place, was kind of still in it. Has got an opportunity to get a little bit higher, but I think he's safe anyway. I think he can also still go through and get promoted. I'm not sure how many go up actually. I'm not sure if it's 5 or 4 or 5, so maybe not. I'm not sure what the cut-off line is actually. So he could still be up for promotion at this stage. Ruthless in 4th, Kebab Man in 5th. Seeing Kebab Man again in League 2 for next time out. Long Final 4 game in. He's in 6th place there. Brownie as well. 7th. Bloomfield in 8th. Captain Slow 9th. So he's up to 9th now actually, Captain Slow. So he's a couple of places. Gone past Jabba now, who's fell back to 10th. Well, he's had damage there, so maybe that's why. He's front damage as well, and he's stuck in 2nd gear as well for 5th, 4th. Yeah, he was stuck in 3rd there for a long time. He wasn't going anywhere. So clearly that front damage has had an effect on the engine somewhere. So 10th it is anyway for him. Benzo in 11th. I think he'll be glad to see the back of this race. But he's 6.5 seconds up on his own personal time. So, oh, and he's way too hot in there. Got himself way out on the grass. Managed to get his settle back out onto the circuit, but hot in there. Dyson now coming through to take presumably victory. Nearly to the back straight, which is the end of the lap. Nearly there now, so Dyson could get it done here in the next minute or so. Already showboating. He knows he's secured it. Victory. Flash of the lights as well. Look at this. He's enjoying himself now. He knows he's not only won this race, but he knows he's also clinched that title here, the Sunday League Championship, and it's well deserved as well for Dyson. Coming now down to the last couple of corners. There'll be a big congratulations to him. Well done, Dyson. Congratulations to you as he comes across the line for a magnificent finish. He's just going to roll it across. In fact, he's going to reverse it down. No, he's not. He's going to do a little burnout as well. He's got so much time. Look, he can even afford to do a burnout. Look at this. Great. Some donuts. And then finally across the line. Congratulations again to Dyson. Well done. Brian then will come in second. He does get a faster lap as well, by the way, Dyson, an 8:11.5. He didn't improve on that, but no one really got anywhere close to that in the end, did they? No one else. So Brian then will come up in the second place and run it up in the championship. Brian, valiant effort, good result in the end. Probably a little bit disappointed, but do you know what? Promotion, that's all he wanted, as he comes across the line backwards, and a little bit more showboating. Well done, Brian. And Brian the mechanic will come in third, and again, yeah, after his troubles here, to get third is a good result for him. Well done. And we've got Ruthless. Excellent fourth for him. Not sure I'm going to get everybody in by the time the time runs out here. 60-minute mark. So I'll have to run down the field now and assume that they finished in the positions that they're in at the moment. So Ruthless, another one, all finishing off in style in fourth. Idle 4 Gaming, under pressure from Kebabman, so this isn't finished, is it? Let's just see this one out. So we've got Idle 4, who's actually got past Kebabman to come into 5th place. Kebabman's fighting back as they hit this last section. Looks like Idle 4's just grabbed it at the end there. Must have got him along the straight there, through the slip. Oh, but Kebabman's fighting back. Now it's going to be photo finish to the end, is it? Is it going to be Idle 4? No, it's going to be Kebabman. Or is it? Yes, it is. Oh, good battle at the end there. So 5th for Kebabman, 6th for Idle 4 Gaming. Great at the end there. Good battle at the end. Brownie in 7th. Or will come in 7th, so good from him. Bloomfield will come in 8th. Well done to everybody in this championship. Captain Slow in 9th. Jabber in 10th. Benzo in 11th. So there's your race here at the Nordschleife. Congratulations to this man, clinching it all. And I'll catch you up soon. I'll do the results in another video, so I haven't got the time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody for their support. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.